damage caused by Cyclone Yash, announces 1,000 crore rupees in aid. Centre decides to provide monetary aid to students through direct benefit transfer under midday meal scheme. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma reviews preparedness for launch of Riswayam and Arundoy schemes in the BTR. In Arunachal Pradesh, SDMA evaluates COVID response measures. And six-time world champion MC Mary Kom storms into finals of Asian Boxing Championship in Dubai. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Sukanya Bharadwaj. Now the stories in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today visited Odisha and West Bengal to review the situation in the aftermath of the devastation unleashed by Cyclone Yash. Modi announced a financial assistance of Rs 1,000 crore for immediate relief. Rs 500 crore would be immediately given to Odisha. Another Rs 500 crore has been earmarked for West Bengal and Jharkhand. Expressing his solidarity with all those who suffered and died, the Prime Minister announced an ex gratia of Rs 2 lakh to the next of kin of deceased and Rs 50,000 to the seriously injured. Modi stressed on more scientific management of disasters. Centre has decided to provide monetary assistance to students through direct benefit transfer under the midday meal scheme. Approving the proposal to provide monetary assistance to 11 crore 80 lakh students as a special welfare measure, the Union Education Minister Rajesh Pokhriyal Nishank said this move will benefit children studying in class 1 to 8 in government and government-aided schools in the nation. The Education Ministry said the centre will provide additional funds of 1,200 crore rupees to state and union territories in this regard. The ministry said the decision will safeguard nutrition levels of children and protecting their immunity. The assistance comes with free food grains distribution under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana.
दर से निःशुल्क खाद्यान्न वितरण की घोषणा के अलावा है। यह निर्णय बच्चों के पोषण स्तर को सुरक्षित रखने में मदद करेगा और इस चुनौतीपूर्ण महामारी के समय में उनकी प्रतिरक्षा को बनाए रखने में मदद करेगा। केंद्र सरकार इस उद्देश्य के लिए राज्य सरकारों और केंद्र शासित प्रदेशों के प्रशासन को लगभग
Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma today said Guwahati will have another new COVID hospital by the first week of June. Dr. Sharma took stock of progress of the under-construction hospital at Horukhojai Sports Complex in the city. Defence Research and Development Organisation (DRDO) is constructing this 300-bed COVID facility where there will be 200 oxygen beds, even as 100 will be ICU beds. The Chief Minister informed that the construction was started on May 18 and DRDO is likely to hand over the hospital on June 4th to the Assam government. It may start to function by June 7th.
300-bedded hospital for government of will deliver the hospital on 4th June, and this hospital will comprise of 200 oxygen bed and 100 ICU bed. Everything is on track. I think we'll be able to open this hospital maybe by 7 June or 8 June.
Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma today held a review meeting to check the level of preparedness for launch of Riswayam and Arundoy schemes in the BTR. The launch of these schemes was postponed due to elections. A financial aid of 830 rupees per month shall be given to economically weaker families of the BTR through DBT under the Arundoy scheme. Under the Riswayam seed money and working capital support of 50,000 rupees in 2 tranches will be provided to identified members of enterprising groups of the BTR. Benefits will reach 10,000 rupees by June end. CTR Chief Executive Member Pramod Boro and Minister U.J. Brahma were present among others. The State Disaster Management Authority Arunachal Pradesh today reviewed the preparedness and response measures to the unfolding COVID situation in the state. while containment zone would continue in Tawang, Upper Suansiri, Lower Huankiri, Namsai, Lohit and Anchau for 7 more days. The SDMA meet had decided to equip district hospitals with manifold and copper pipeline system. The oxygen grid plan was also approved, even as 600 LPM PSA plants functional in Zero, Tawang, Teju, Inkyong, Sepa and Alo will be upgraded. The meet proposed 600 LPM plants, each in 19 hospitals. The LMO shortage units approved at 5 strategic locations will cater to states' requirements. While 3 lakh people have already been vaccinated, over 1.5 lakh would be jabbed in the next 30 days. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today launched Manipur Home Isolation Management MHIM mobile application for home isolation patients. The mobile app can be downloaded from mhim.in from midnight today. The app will also be available on Google Play Store soon. The mobile app has been developed with a mission to avail real-time health data and information of home isolation COVID-19 patients. The data uploaded will be divided as critical and normal depending on the parameters and conditions set by the health department. In case of detection of any critical data, the system will raise an alarm to the monitoring team so that immediate precautionary measures can be provided to the patients, preventing further health deterioration. 6-time world champion MC Mary Kom stormed into the final of the women's 51 kg category Asian Boxing Championships in Dubai. She registered a 4-1 win against Mongolia's Latsaikan Altansetsek to face Kazakhstan's Nazim Khizaybey in the final. The 2-time world youth champion Sakshi also entered the final as she defeated top-seeded Dina Zolaman of Kazakhstan 3-2 in the semi-finals and set up title clash with Sitora Shodakrova of Uzbekistan. Earlier in the opening match of the day, Monica settled for a bronze as she lost her 48 kg semi-final match to Alua Balkibekova of Kazakhstan. Jasmine too lost going down 0-5 to Kazakhstan's Ladislava Khutka in the 57 kg semi-final match. Police in Mizoram have gone beyond their call of duty to combat the COVID-19 pandemic, earning appreciation in the bargain. If Good Samaritans have donated money to the Chief Minister's Relief Fund, Mizoram Police are the ones to lead the way. Mizoram Police have given cash, food items and other essential commodities to poor families, homes and others. While the Mizoram Police donated 1,41,64,972 rupees to the CMRF in the April 2020, SSP and his staff donated 1,50,000 rupees. Zaithang Zuma of the traffic cell Champai donated his 1 month's salary for a COVID patient who had limited means. This act has won many hearts. 2 traffic personnel, Aldrin Zapoya and Lalching Khama, were seen helping an elderly man replacing his punctured tire, and this act earned plaudits for the force. The Union Health and Family Welfare Minister has said more than 1,84 lakh COVID vaccine doses are still available with the states and union territories to be administered to the beneficiaries. The ministry has said the central government has provided over 22,46 lakh COVID vaccine doses to states and union territories so far. Of this, the total consumption of doses, including wastages, is over 20,48 lakh. The ministry has assured that 3 lakh vaccine doses will be provided to states and union territories within the next 3 days. The Union Health Ministry has said that vaccination is a crucial pillar of the fight against the coronavirus, and a 3rd phase of COVID-19 vaccination has already started in the country. India's daily COVID recoveries continue to outnumber the daily new cases for the 15th consecutive day. Over 2,59,000 patients recovered from coronavirus disease within the last 24 hours. The recovery rate further improved to 90.34% in the country. So far, over 2,48 lakh patients have already recovered from this infectious disease. Health Ministry said that the country is registering a significant decline in active caseload. It said the country registered a decrease of over 76,000 active cases in the last 24 hours. More than 1,86,000 new cases were registered in the last 24 hours. A total of 3,660 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, 20,57 lakh vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far. In the COVID scenario in the northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has reported a caseload of 3,692 active cases, followed by 22,019 discharge cases. Tally for the dead is 109. Reporting 53,721 active cases, Assam has a count of 3,34,418 released cases, even as the dead tally 3,088. Manipur has a count of 7,462 active cases, while the cured cases numbered 38,901. The death toll is 748. Reporting 8,255 active cases, Meghalaya has notched up 24,325 discharge cases, even as the dead account for 524. Mizoram has a caseload of 2,861 active cases, even as cured cases logged 8,487. The dead tallied 834. Representing a caseload of 4,941 active cases, Nagaland has topped 15,744 released cases, even as tally for the dead is 328. Reporting 3,604 active cases, Sikkim has a caseload of 10,370 discharge cases, even as the dead account for 240. Tripura has 7,215 active cases, followed by 41,590 released cases. The death toll is 485. Amidst the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, Meghalaya government has decided to organize a special prayer on May 30. Informing this, Health Minister A.L. Hek told reporters that he has suggested the need for the government to organize a special prayer in a discussion held with Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma. The government has decided to organize a prayer at 12 noon on Sunday, and Hek has urged all citizens of the state to join hands with the government in praying.
They will be assembled at 12 o'clock sharp. They will start praying and ask our Almighty for our protection.
In Meghalaya, Congress MLA from East Shillong, Ampreen Lingdo, urged the 59 other MLAs to follow her footsteps by setting up a Corona Care Center to cater to the people of their constituencies. Lingdo has set up a Corona Care Center for isolation and treatment of COVID patients from Laimukra area. She informs that all expenses to run the center will be borne by her alone with the support of her family members. She has also got a young doctor who is willing to help her in taking care of the COVID-19 patients at the center. This move of the MLA comes at a time when the state is facing shortage of hospital beds. She has stated that the community should not stigmatize COVID-19 patients, adding that people are refusing to come forward for the testing of if the deceased is tested positive due to fear of being stigmatized. To end the news main points once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reviews damage caused by Cyclone Yash, announces 1,000 crore rupees in aid. Centre decides to provide monetary aid to students through direct benefit transfer under midday meal scheme. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma reviews preparedness for launch of Riswayam and Arundoy schemes in the BTR. In Arunachal Pradesh, SDMA evaluates COVID response measures. And six-time world champion MC Mary Kom storms into finals of Asian Boxing Championship in Dubai. Before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain physical distancing, regularly sanitize hands and frequently wash hands with soap. Remember to wear a mask properly and join the Mask Up India campaign by Doordarshan to defeat the pandemic. Mask Up India. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.